Hello, hello, hello. It is great to be back and sharing valuable information on all things grants. Yes, I am your girl, Anita N, the biz coach, and I have come back this week to share some information about another grant. So, with this grant, um, it is from a foundation named Just One More Grant. I love it. I'm loving it. So they have two different ways to apply. Okay. This certain application I have pulled up right now is the grant for individuals, and we're going to look at the actual process for it in just a second. They also have grants for nonprofits. So for today, we'll just look at the one for individuals, and probably the next video, I'll share the one for nonprofits, and we'll see, how they differ and what type of information you will need. Now, before I start this awesome information I'm going to be sharing with you today, I just wanted to tell you that I have a awesome workshop coming up this month. It is going to be offered on the 20th of this month. I will be sending out more information very, very soon as far as links and price and all that. Well, I can just go ahead and tell you now what the price is. The price is $59. You're not going to be able to beat this anywhere with a stick or anything else you try to find to beat with it, okay? Because I'm going to be going into depth about how to be prepared for grants. I know a lot of you all, want to apply for grants. You're not really sure of, do you qualify, just all sorts of information. Where do you find them? What kind of information you need to have in place before you can apply for different types of grants for your businesses and nonprofits, and even as an individual, okay? So I'm going to be talking about all those things in this workshop. So you'll be able to find the link below in wherever you're getting this, seeing this from, whether it's one of my emails, one of my posts on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you see it. You should see a link to go ahead and apply for it. All right. I'm sorry, to go ahead and register for this workshop, because I'm going to be talking about how to get the money you need for 2023 to fund your different projects, programs, creating your products, whatever it is, your services, whatever it is that you're trying to get out here or you want to expand upon. I'm going to be helping you to understand the whole grant process. All right. So moving right along here with this one, we're going to take a quick look at the application for this Just One More Foundation grant for individuals. Now, the unique thing about this one that I found is, although it's for individuals, the actual individual that applies has to be connected with, let's say, an organization or an agency, or, that is helping you with, providing you services. So let's say, for instance, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something that's good that I can think of. The first thing that came to mind for some reason is Goodwill. Most times, as far as I understand, Goodwill provides free training for individuals maybe with disabilities and things of that nature. So let's just say you were working with an agency that actually charges you fees to be able to receive their funding or their services or products, right? So with this grant, this money would have to go straight to them for whatever that service is, whatever that product is, whatever it is that you're receiving from them. This grant would have to go straight to them to be able to provide, payment for whatever it is you would receive, okay? So let's go ahead and take a deeper look at this application, all right? So as you can see, the website is justonemorefoundation.org/grants-for-individuals. And I do apologize. I got a bunch of stuff open up there that I wasn't supposed to have it open. But hey, I want to get this information out to you because I'm on vacation right now. Can you believe I'm working on vacation? I cannot. But I always want to be able to bring you all the stuff. I want to be able to give you the sauce, honey. You need to get this information so that you can be able to get the funding you need, okay? So with all that said, we're going to get on through this so I can get some fun things while I'm on my vacation, all right? So with this JOM, Just One More grant application for individuals, of course, they're going to ask for your basic contact information, first name, last name, address, all of those good things. Phone number is required, email is required. Anything where you see the word required, you have to have something in that field, in that box, all right? Where it says here, funding area for your request, it is required. For instance, it looks like they have a drop down here. It has drug abuse, mental health, health challenge, education, okay? So if you're requiring any funding, you need assistance with helping pay for a program, maybe you're going through for drug abuse or for mental health or for a health challenge or education. Let's say you're going through a CNA training or something of that nature. You need funding to be able to buy your books, to be able to pay for the program or what have you, labs, I don't know, depends on how it's all set up, right? So you would be able to pick one of these areas, as long as what you're doing or you need as an individual is covered in one of these fields or one of these industries or topics or areas or categories, you should be able to get, to apply for this funding. You would qualify for it, all right? Okay, next it asks for the grant amount requested. So you would need to know all fees. Make sure you get all the fees. Like I said, if it's books and labs and the price of the training, you need to have that full amount. And don't forget it, because once you apply for it, and let's say you get it, that's all you're getting. You can't later on, oh, I forgot my book. No, sorry, can't do it. Okay, so make sure you have all of those fees added up. All right, it says, please note that Just One More Foundation does not award funds directly to individuals. If you are chosen to receive a grant, where should we send the money? So they're asking you right there where they want, where you want them to send the money to. What agency, what organization is helping you out, doctor's office, whatever it is. Therapists, all right. So for example, an agency providing you services, a retail business for supplies or equipment, a school for materials or tuition. So you would need to put that contact information in there with the name of that agency that or organization or what have you that is providing that particular thing for you. The next thing they ask for is, please tell us a little bit about yourself and why you are requesting assistance. This, of course, is required, so you'd have to tell them about yourself, a little bit about yourself, and tell them why you need whatever it is that you need from this particular agency. And you need to put some heartfelt, info in there. You need to pull at their heartstrings a little bit and let them know what your situation is so that they would be more lenient toward perhaps funding you, okay? All right, next thing they ask here is, what do you expect to accomplish and how will you do so with a grant from Just One More Foundation? Please include a timeline, all right? So let's say, for instance, if you were enrolling in some type of training program and you are asking for this money for that particular thing, right? So you're going to tell them what you expect to accomplish. So let's say you were going to, the example I used before, you wanted to become a CNA, right? A certified nursing assistant. So with that, you're going to tell them what you want to accomplish. Well, you want to be certified and receive the training that you need to become a CNA. And once you do that, it says, and how will you do so with the grant? So you're going to tell them what all the money will cover. It's going to cover your books. It's going to cover your tuition, your lab fees, all those fees, and then you can tell them maybe some of the things that you would be able to do as a CNA. Well, you will be able to provide maybe in-home care for individuals that need that. You can tell them some of the things that a CNA does in that kind of capacity. You may work in a nursing home or rehabilitation center. You could be private care. So you need to just, decide what your path is and be able to elaborate on that information, okay? How will you know that your plan is effective? And what results are you hoping for? Let me go back to the last one. I forgot to talk about timeline, right? They said they want it, so you got to make sure you give them a timeline. What do they mean by that? Well, what's the timeline of you reaching these goals and what you want to accomplish? So you want to become a CNA, right? Going back to that example. Well, let's say To do that, you have to go through a 12-week program. I don't know, I'm just using this for an example. So you tell them, week one, this is what happens. You go through orientation, or you sign up for the program, and you get your books and week two, this is what you all are covering. So what I would do is look up the curriculum, and see the actual syllabus and what you'll be doing each week, and give that as a timeline. And then by, week 12, you get your testing, you get your test results back, and then you can have your graduation or whatever it is. And you tell them that whole timeline to give them an idea of what it would look like if you were to get the funding and be able to go through that training that you were desiring to go through. All right. Going back now to how will you know that your plan is effective, and what results are you hoping for? Well, how would you know? Well, you graduated, right? That would be one way you succeeded. And your plan was effective because you became a CNA. And you can tell them, maybe some of your desires becoming a CNA and why. You want to become that and do that. You want to be very personal, and let them know that, you really want to get into the medical field, and this is one of your ways of doing that, and why you want to be able to help people in that capacity. What results are you hoping for? Well, of course, to, like I said, talk about the different things that you want to be able to serve people. Maybe it's the elderly, maybe it's the disabled, whatever population or, type of patients or residents you would be serving. You want to talk about the kind of things that you would be able to do once you became a CNA. All right. And I'm going, again, of course, I'm using this for an example. Then it gives you have to talk about the budget. So you want to itemize the list of expenses that shows precisely how much money you will need and how it will be spent. All right, so this is where you get to break down everything. So let's say books, and your book fee is $1,200, right? So you got these 5 different books that you have to have for this course. So you're going to name the first book, and then you're gonna put the price for that book, second book, price, third book, price, all those things. That's how you itemize. Then your total cost for all of your books is $1,200. All right. So you want to put each one of those prices for each book. And then you put your total price for all of your books. So they'll know all books cost $1,200, but they know what each one of them, the name of it is and what you need it for. And they know the individual costs. Okay. So you need to do that with each and everything. Lab, the training fee for the class, all of that stuff. So itemize that, make a list up. And the best way to do this, you all, is to make a Word document. You hear me do it before. I said it before. I like to create my grant templates from either, a Google Doc, if that's what you feel comfortable with, or a Word doc, Microsoft Word, where you can create a document. You can always go back and use that information, copy, paste, update it as needed, tweak it. You know what I'm talking about. Get her done. Yes. All right. And that's it for this grant, right? You click this box, say you have submitted a report at the end of the project. So they want you to submit a report at the end of the project. And then by signing this, you agree to submit a grant report by the foundation deadline. The report form will be provided to grantees. So if you get the grant, they're going to give you a report form for you to fill out. And you need to be able to submit that by whatever deadline they give you. All right. And you do all that, and all you got to do is submit. This is an easy one, you guys. So if you feel like you qualify for this one, you definitely need to get on it. I don't see a deadline for this per se. So I would still go ahead and, get in there where you fit in there and do it as soon as possible. Because, some of these foundations, they have a lump sum of money, and once that money is gone, it's gone, right? For that particular cycle or annual cycle, or however they do them. So you don't want to be on the tail end and get left out. All right. So go ahead, apply for this one if you qualify for it. And if you don't, pass it on to someone you think it may work for. Okay. All right. So I was looking up different ones that I thought would benefit, some of my colleagues. So shout out to Sarah. Thank you, honey, for giving me tidbits and advice on what's good, what y'all looking for out here in the mental health field and all those things. So I hope you get a chance to review this one and hopefully even apply for it or pass it on to somebody, one of your clients. Same thing for all of you all. Pass this on to your clients, your customers, if these are services that you qualify for. So it'll be just like you receiving the grant. It's twofold. Everybody wins. Your client wins because they get to receive your services, your products, your whatever you're offering, right? And then on the other hand, you get paid for doing what you do. Okay. Get on it, y'all. Get on this. All right. So until next time, I look forward to it. And I hope you all stay safe. And we will see you next time. All right. Remember to look for me on social media at Anita in the Biz Coach, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And check me out for that website. Click on that link. Go ahead and register, honey, so you can get all the goods on how to apply for grants. All right. Till next time. See you guys later. Take care.